What's up, everybody? Want to start off a little bit different today. It's Mutant Monday, Monday Madness. Just wanted to say thoughts and prayers out to everybody out there in Nashville who's affected by the tragedy today. Definitely not something that was exciting. So shout out to everybody out there that's getting by. Hope everything's good for y'all out there. But in here, we got to keep it moving, keep it on going. It's good to see everybody. Let me shout out everybody. It's Mutant Monday, Monday Madness. Had to get it and kick that out there, give it a little thoughts and T's and P's as we keep on going throughout the week. You know what it is. Cooter Pie, I am actually setting that up, I believe, for the Thursday in the NFT NYC world. So let you know when that comes up. Should have more information about that here in a couple days, actually. What I'm hoping for, so that'd be good. Man, it's good to see everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Last time I spoke to y'all was on Friday. I was going to say Sunday, but I didn't speak to you on Sunday. I was typing with you, fighting with you guys, right? But we were here on Friday live and in prime time. We had a DJ party. We went crazy. It was a good night. We actually had a really, really packed house. So it was a good time inside of there. Shout out everybody who showed up to the DJ party on Friday. Man, we tore it up and down. We played a little bit of minimal vibe, a little techno, but there was a little bit more like, I don't know, man. It was a lot of bangers. Before I get all that stuff, I'm getting way ahead of myself. It's because you know why? We started different. You had to get the T's and P's out, do all that kind of good stuff. But before I get any further, I would be remiss if I didn't say hi to my guy. Dude, where's my cat? What's up, man? Tell me about your weekend.
What's cracklacking? What's cacklacking? Yeah, man, I had a great weekend actually. Obviously, it's been a rough day, and I appreciate your words. And yeah, I mean, I'm here, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have everybody here. We did make it through another weekend, and get to start off another week. So
See? There you go, bro. If anything, you can actually get away from the world out there by hanging out on the country club, and that's what we're good for at times. I promise you, it's good to take your mind off of things when you turn on the TV and everything's just this, that, and the other. You know, you can always come into the country club and find some good vibes, hang out with everybody. Shout out! I saw Cooter and Garth; they were going nuts in the greens a little while ago. I popped out. I just hit the GACK command, and boom, out pops one of the, I mean, craziest golds I've ever seen. Can't say I've even ever seen it. And I don't even,
yeah, I've never seen that one actually. That one's new to my
right?
eyes.
With the fedora? Bro, like, I mean, it's just, that's a talking piece right there. It's good to have a gold. It's good to have gold. Wait, when there's inflation, buy gold. And I mean gold fur, that is. So, shout out everybody who showed up tonight. Let's shout them out and actually say what's up. What's up, Travis? Albon, what's up there, Chris Ahu, Mr. Lopez, Border Town, Garth, I see you, Aussie Agent, Hikaru, Deezy's in the house. I see the big gooey over there. Welcome to the space, big gooey. Nick Fitz. Hey, just pay crypto, Dottie. It's good to see you. Silent Benny, or better known as Blongfellow. Open MC, Mr. Studio Dark, and my man, dude, you just met that guy just a second ago. Man, dude, we got some good people here on Monday already, right? It's good.
Oh man, we always got good people here on the spaces, but tonight we got some great people for sure.
I like it. See what you did there? First off, it is Monday Madness, Mutant Monday. So if you do get a mutant, then you will get some extra GP today because of the fact that we do have that going on. So make sure you grab your mutants. There's some nice ones out there. A few of them that I'm looking at, actually. I've actually got some offers out on some things out there trying to see what's going on with a lot of this stuff. There's some beautiful. Did you see that diamond that was sold yesterday, dude?
I did. I did. I wish I would have been able to grab that one. That was, yeah, steel.
Talk about like a caddy corner. That diamond background is absolutely badass, and it is a tough trait to find. I believe they were completely delisted before that came out. So I saw it in there. It's at point 0.5 right now. That is a steal for that. I believe there's only 20 or 30-ish of those out there. So if you got the means, I'm telling you, that's one right there that will always, always be looked at in a very kind light. So shout out. that diamond background as being one of the picks of the week out there. That's a badass diamond background. So that's one of the badass ones I saw out there. Also, this weekend we did have the GAC hat special. So if you picked up one of those three grandpas there it is, Garth. Thank you very much. That's it
Yeesh.
right there, man. So if you picked up one of those GAC hat grandpas that was on the floor this weekend, and it looks like the other ones were delisted and only one person took advantage of it now that I'm looking at it. And that was Jay Groove. Jay Groove picked up one of those GAC hat grandpas. And you know what happened? He got an actual in real life GAC hat just because of that. I put it out there on Friday on those three that were there, and he picked one up. And he already ordered it. He was so excited about it. He was pumped up, like completely excited. So he's going to get himself a GAC hat to go with his PFP. That's pretty badass. So, hey, shout out anybody who's collecting that GP, especially last night. Dude, did you see all the GP that was like thrown out there, bro?
I heard about all the GP that was thrown out there, and I also heard about an excellent purchase that was made with some GP. I'm not going to get ahead of you, but that's badass too.
Yes, sir. You're right. We probably give up, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000 GP last night at Grandpa Rumbles. It was insane. We had all kinds. We were trying to mix it up a little bit. So there's more than one winner. So you don't have to just win. You could be the person that kills the most people. You could be the person that survives and it gets second place. Because we like second place. We're cool with second place. I mean, you might be the first loser, but you're still going to get some GP for that. Either way, the Grandpa Rumbles are a lot of fun. It's a great way to come hang out with your fam on a Sunday night. Takes an hour to chill, and then you get yourself some grandpa points. So that's a pretty good way to go. If you ask me, it's pretty badass. And I would absolutely jump in and get some of that grandpa rumble points. Those are pretty awesome. Dude, I didn't win anything yesterday, bro. I got my butt kicked up and down.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. There's always next week. There's always next Rumble. I'm sure you'll get him next time,
I
King.
know, I know, I know, I know. Thanks, bro. I appreciate the pat on the back, man. It makes me feel better. I was about to cry, but I'm good now. Hey, shout out Jeff Matthews down there. Look at that guy. Hey, man. Shout out Jeff Matthews. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Stephen Beagle, welcome to the party. I'm going to make sure everybody gets a shout out as they come in. You deserve it. Good to see you guys. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're hanging out with us. So we appreciate that. So going on to grandpa points. So since you can get more grandpa points for getting mutants today, let me just tell you. Longfellow, Silent Benny down there went crazy in the redemption shop. He went in there like a bull in the china cabinet, and he couldn't like turn around without knocking over shelves. And you know what they say: if you break it, you buy it, right? So he was like, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, in his cart, he had a 16-ounce Yeti, a 10-ounce Yeti, a custom PFP poster, four poker chips, a keychain, a tumbler, sticker pack. I mean, I don't know what this guy didn't get, but man, talk about taking advantage of the utility of grandpa points. All of these things are going out for him tomorrow, except for the PFP poster, which has been ordered. So he'll be able to get those hopefully by the end of this week, and he'll be able to sip some wonderful black elixir of the gods out of one of these wonderful Yetis. Well, he's putting stickers up, cruising in his car with his keychain while he's flipping his poker chips over his knuckles over there, right? Now, that's what I'm talking about. Did you see I just visualized all that? That's pretty badass.
Yeah, man. He got not one Yeti, but two. He got both Yetis. Like, that's Grandpa Point Rich right there.
Right? I'm telling you. Well, remember, Longfellow won the GACKPOT that got him, I want to say 25, 27,000 GP. So that one little banger probably, I mean, I probably paid for both of the Yetis, I would think. I didn't add up everything he spent, but sheesh, it's got to be.
Now, if you tell me he's got a tumbler
He
too,
does?
like, oh, bro, come on, come
Yeah.
on, my hero.
He's got a tumbler too, bro. I'm telling you. He didn't he didn't leave no stone unturned. He's fired up, man. So thought that was pretty cool. Shout out Longfellow. Got your stuff going out. Oh, and he gets one of those badass Grandpa Ape Country Club boxes. You gotta like that, right? With the all the little grandpa apes inside. You know what I mean? It's just a cool little dude. I know you got yours set up at your house.
Oh yeah, it's the little details that matter in that box. Yeah, I mean, I have it kind of on my shelf, and I got the OG flat brim GAC hat that I got in Vegas, kind of sitting there. It's not, not to use the word shrine, misuse the word shrine, but yeah, I got kind of like a little shelf set up with all my GAC gear, and I too have a tumbler. I don't have the Yeti yet.
I like it. I like it. Well, you know what? Whoever decides to use their GP for this stuff, it's for you. Those tumblers are badass. I cannot tell you enough how great they are. I use mine all the damn time. So, hey, shout out Longfellow. Appreciate the support on that. Pretty badass. Hey, you know what? We talked about the logos on the outside, but we didn't want people to steal them, Lopez. That was what we thought because the Bored Apes ones were being stolen and broken into because they had their logos on the outside. So we originally had them made that way, but people were breaking into them. Think that's not what we want. We think we were probably going to do better, kind of salvaging some losses this way. You remember we talked about that, right, dude?
Oh yeah, you think you trust your FedEx guy? Put a GAC logo on the outside of your box.
Yeah, you won't ever see it again. It'll never show up. So, yeah. So, anyway, love it. Anyway, shout out Blanc. Okay, here we go. Next up, so we do have, if you have not seen, up on the left side of the Discord, every event is posted for the week. So if we have something going on this week, you guys can see it up there. We've got the Monday Madness GAC Spaces, which is going live, it says now, and the GAC Yoga, which comes back tomorrow. So that's pretty badass. And then you can kind of follow along throughout the week so that you can hit the interest button right there and get yourself a notification and find out where you want to be in the GAC utility verse, if you will, while you're playing around inside the country club. You just never know what's going on. So please take a look at the events up there. Pick and choose what you would like to get to. We did not have yoga last week, and it was because our yogi was out of town. However, she will be back and live and in prime time next tomorrow. So that'll be good to see. But next week, dude, we're probably gonna switch the date. Is that gonna be okay with you? Can you handle another date?
Yeah, you said next week it'll probably be on Wednesday.
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm glad to see, man. That's why man, you're always paying attention. I like that. Yeah. So we're probably going to move the yoga to Wednesday. It just kind of works better for her schedule. And I want to make sure that she likes that. The only other choice she had was earlier on a Monday. And I can't do earlier Monday. I know quite a few people have a tough time with that. And so Fridays, you already know we're packed on Fridays. Thursdays, so Wednesday's the day. So we'll figure that out. We'll put it out there and switch it up. But for today and tomorrow, just remember, check the events, click the button, and show up tomorrow with your yoga block, your yoga strap, and your yoga mat. And you can get in the right state of mind with Humble Warrior tomorrow. What time is that? 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. You're going to be on this one? I missed you last time, dude.
Yeah, I am making a promise to myself that I will not take a nap before yoga this week. There's no way I can guarantee that I'll wake up if I do. So no naps before yoga, and I'll do my best to be there.
You are the second person that has fallen asleep and missed an event or an appointment. And I talked to them and they're like, sorry, bro, I fell asleep. I'm like, come on, man, really? The other one was,
Hey man, the dude nap didn't get coined out of nowhere, right? Like I like my naps.
okay, all right, okay. So there you go. Okay, don't forget about the kitten blog. It's up there on top. If anybody has any questions, they can ask some questions about the kittens. I opened up the floor for you guys on Friday for it, and I think we explained it pretty well. We've got some more things we got to have some details on that we're going to be ironing out with the executive committee here when we meet in the next week or so. But other than that, you can take a look up there. You can like, retweet, take a look, follow the blog. If you haven't seen the Medium blog, you can see it there. It's also in the actual official links. So if you want to go to the official links, you can see it there. and find it there. So you can go through every single one of the blogs one by one as they get posted, or you can just continue to follow the Grandpa Abe Country Club this year account. Just as long as you got the notifications on, it will go right to you, no problem, every time that we have one, because we tweet it out right away for you guys. So it just makes it nice and easy. And if you haven't seen on there, that new roadmap image is pretty nice, and you can see everything kind of moving around. Got those clouds right there. Slowly be talking about that kind of thing. So that's going to be kind of fun for you too. On that note, we are working on the Bitcoin ordinals. We do have this thing hammered down. We're just in gas wars at this point, so we have to kind of ebb and flow with the gas because, as you guys know, crypto is up and down. Like Cooter just now said on the greens, he was talking about the markets and such. So as those things, we're trying to stay cheap on that gas because it gets really expensive as we kind of move forward on this. So one of the things you're going to find out, though, is they are still underway. So we got them down. We learned everything we need to learn about it and make them going. And we got much, much more to come on these. They're not just going to be like, hey, we're just going to just give you one for giving you one. It's going to, it's going to be kind of maybe introduced into, something you might see later in the story, the lore, or something like that. Because Mount Naru, I tell you, that's just a crazy laboratory. You know what I mean, dude? There's just crazy things always happening in their experiments and test tubes and
Yeah, you just never know what's gonna come out of that.
like they got like little big beakers with like bubbles and colored liquids and things inside there. You've seen it, bro. It's
Pinks and greens.
yeah. So I mean, I'm telling you, who knows? But they're coming. So more to come on that. It might even come out in the blog. I kind of spoke about the blog before this, right? So make sure you're following the blog because you'll probably hear about it first. Boom, right there, because it's a good way to get everything out and making sure that it's you guys have an opportunity to kind of blast it out to the world. So speaking of that, later this week, we are going to be having a Twitter competition of sorts towards the end of the week to get people into our Friday spaces and to have some fun this weekend with us because we're looking forward to, the end of March, the end of the first quarter. That's a big deal. We're going to make sure that we move into the next April and just have a great time and keep it kicked off in style. So keep an eye out for that. There'll be something coming in the short game area. So once you find the short game and you check that out later this week, it'll pop up in there and we'll make sure that we got you a hashtag and all that kind of stuff to make sure that we're popping out the stuff and we can measure it. Get those GACs out there. For now, don't forget, today's Mutant Monday. Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. Make sure you grab your tacos and put them out there. You never know. We might just grab a taco from here and there. Then we see a good post or something. It might just end up later on. So just post something cool, you know? Be creative. I mean, the tacos.
Just eat the tacos after yoga is my suggestion.
That's a yes. At least 45 minutes before or after. Don't do any strenuous anything. No exercise after you eat tacos. 45 minutes after. You guys know this. So like you're going to go to the swimming pool, you got to wait 45 minutes to cramp up. That's what they tell you anyway. It never happened to me, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't swim fast enough. I don't know. Whatever it was, it was. So, hey, I'm okay with that. All right. So, we talked about the ordinals and we talked about the grandpa points. Okay, so we talked about Wednesday too. And tacos, right? We talked about that. Okay. All right. Have you guys retweeted space? Make sure you retweet the space. All right, let me get some water there. Okay. Next up, have you guys seen the March Madness brackets? So I know Lopez is upset about it because he didn't enter his brackets properly, and neither did Chris Ahu. And truth be told, I had an issue with mine too, but I definitely figured it out beforehand, and so did a few other people. You two are the only ones that couldn't figure it out because everybody else got all theirs in there. But even with that being said, I have to just call it out. This is the craziest March Madness that I have seen in many years. When I say there are different outcomes and nobody ever expected, hey, love you, Lopez. We really do, bro. Hey, you already know, Chris. I already know, bro. You two guys. I don't know what it was. Love you. But so But there are different outcomes than was ever expected in this. I mean, you got Kansas lost, Houston, who was favored, lost, Texas, Alabama, UCLA, Penn State, Gonzaga, all these big names, right? That everybody, UCLA, Purdue, I mean, Baylor, Indiana. I mean, gosh, dude, who didn't lose, bro?
Yeah, from what you've been telling me, it's just been crazy. That there's been some upsets. There's just been some wild cards. It's been nuts.
I'm telling you right now, I looked through the brackets, and truly, the only people who still have winners have UConn and Miami. Is the only thing in our entire GAC pool that has any winners still left. And the only ones out there that are still in the running for this, MP Russ, Cornerman Boxing, and Dark. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a few people in there that could possibly sneak up that have kind of the same. I see Mikey Nice out there. Blonde Fellow's still alive. But it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. I never thought it would be this crazy towards the end. I just can't even believe it. I just can't. It's insane. So hey, shout out these guys because you know what? It's tough to win in this thing. Not only is it tough to enter it, but it's also tough to win it too. So I'm not even in any close. I've been so far out. I think my brackets have been done for at least a week, and I did like 15 of these bad boys. So I don't know. But anyway, the winner is going to get a full set, but the top 5 bracket players will get 2,000 GP each. So that's going to be pretty big too. So that's pretty. Don't forget about it. It's badass, man. So gotta love it. That's going out there right now. So shout out everybody who is playing. All right. Next up, if you have not gotten your NFT squares, make sure you get your NFT squares. So when you guys, let me see actually how many are left. Let me see here. Squares left. Let's see if this works. Okay. We still got some. We got 8 reserved, so we give away 2 already. JKC and DZ both got their squares, so that's pretty badass. There are still 60 squares available. Once these things fill, then we will play it on the next Battlehawks game. That's XFL. Once it fills and goes live, and this is what happens when you buy a GAC. So if you buy a GAC, make sure you are getting an NFT square. So if you've bought a GAC since we started this one, and I'm trying to think of when we actually started this thing, but you can go back and find out. We'll be able to give you the time frame on it. Then you can get yourself a square in there. Now, this will allow you to win a lot of our partner projects NFTs as well as a GAC in there. And we did tease that we're going to throw some things in there from, I don't know, from our collection too. So we did talk about that being a little bit better, right, dude? We did talk about that.
Yeah, I think we said some things, and we're gonna give away some things. Sounds about right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about there with that NFT squares. So there is indeed still room for you guys to get on that. So right now, if you see one of those badass GACs that are on the floor, feel free to pick one up. Hell, it doesn't even have to be on the floor. You can go and get. I mean, put an offer in on one of these bad boy diamond backgrounds that are out there. Who knows? You know, literally, you could put an offer out on one of those gold furs, and it just might be your lucky day. Somebody might just take you up on it. What do you think, dude? Maybe?
So far, from what I hear, it has not been your lucky day as far as that goes. But you're gonna get one.
Oh, yeah.
I have a
Yeah. No,
feeling.
my offers, yeah, they don't go very well. I'm very surprised when somebody actually takes it. It's like they must wake up and they're like, gosh, when they look over like, oh, oh yeah, I got to get my girl something really nice for Valentine's Day or something. And then they're like, all right, that's what I'll do. But other than that, I don't ever get nobody to. They never accept. Right there, Chris Ahu. I heard what you said. So Chris Ahu was talking about it, and I'm gonna kind of switch and caveat this real quick because we did throw out some bad boys that were out there. So we're gonna kind of go through because if you guys saw last week, we put those bounties out there and they were for the hat gacs. But that one that Chris Ahu just put out there, the gentleman or lady that has that selected some wheat offers. So you never know. This person sold a diamond yesterday. They could possibly be in the game to get rid of that one too. So you might just be able to pick that up at a pretty good little, I don't know, steal. Who knows? I don't know. You've seen that happen before, right, dude?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, put out the offers. You never know what's going to happen. I've seen some awesome ones go for some crazy offers. So for sure, you never know.
So, transitioning into our trade of the week, and that will kind of put us into, let's get some, some special GACs out there and kind of talk about them. So the trade of the week this week is black fur, and we also picked the new punk blue background. So if you pick up a black fur Mac or GAC or a new punk blue background, you will get 100 extra GP for any type of Mac or GAC with those combination on there. They don't have to be together. They can be singular if that's the case. So, first off, I want to give honorable mention to the one that Chris Ahus just talked about, that Grandpa 4163, the prison jumpsuit, jovial grin, closed eyes, diamond background, gray fur ape. It is not for sale. However, if you were paying attention and you saw yesterday that another diamond background was sold by the same wallet, you might be able to go over there, put in a weave offer, and get your hands on one of these, because you never know. If they did weave one, they might weave another one. It's not for sale, Cooter. Might just want to put something in on it. I'm just saying. So that's a little inside info, the alpha from our boy Chris Ahu, who's said it a couple times. So I want to make sure that was heard out there. It's a pretty good little gack right there. Secondly, we're going to go right to the GAC that is directly on the floor. This is another one from that same wallet that happened to weave it yesterday. This has multiple single digit traits. Let me tell you: peach background, black tea, demon eyes, vampire mouth. And this one is Grandpa Ape 3961. So let's go ahead and put that bad boy right here. Boom. There it is. And it is a virgin GAC. It has got probably one of the coolest color combos with that background. Matches the skin tone. I think it's like the right color. You see, it's got the black fur with the black shirt, the demon eyes, the demon eyes and the vampire mouth. I mean, just think about that, dude.
Yeah, that thing goes hard. He looks really, really clean.
This is what's on the floor right now. This little guy right here. This is an amazing GAC, pretty bad boy right here. So this is something that I would absolutely take a look at as being one of the coolest traits out there. So maybe we put a little bounty on that one. What do you think there, dude?
Yeah, I can
What do
dig
you
it.
think? How much GP do you think you should take to get one of those?
I mean, I would say at least 250, right?
250? Let's
Yeah,
double
why
it.
not?
What do you think?
I'm good with it.
500. There you go. 500 GP extra. All you got to do is buy that little guy right there. Boom, and you're good to go. Get that little thing. That's one of the picks of the week. And then, hey, if somebody does get that diamond background, that just because they got it, we're going to get 500 for that one, just for that one, too. Just because, hey, what the heck? You know what I mean? So there's one right there. Okay, we're going to go up a little bit further in the range, and we're going to go to a really, really nice grandpa right now. And if you guys are looking for something that's near the floor, that is pretty badass, that might just so happen to fit your fancy, this right here is it. It is Grandpa 787. This is a Virgin Robot 3D glasses army jacket. This has, and it's look, I don't know what it is about the peach backgrounds, man. Dude,
Bro, that one's so good. How is that still a
dude,
virgin? It's got like all the traits that you'd want to see. So
it's
good.
got the gold earring, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Come on.
You know what I mean? That one right there is super nice. So there's another one. Again, this is not quite. I mean, this is tough to find. This one right here is some serious, like pretty badass. I would look at this and say, you know what? This could be a great PFP. Shout out anybody who's in the military that could go out to somebody like that. This dude looks like he's seen every 3D movie there ever has been since, I don't know, back in the day, probably. What do they still do 3D? Well, they don't have the glasses like that, though, do they, dude?
I don't think I ever got to go to a 3D movie, but I think that sounds pretty cool. And that,
You
yeah,
just told me you've never been to a 3D movie. Are you serious right now?
yeah. I've never been to a 3D movie, man. I've been to movies. I remember the movie theater experience, but never did the 3D thing.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Well, I got two more for us, and then we're going to continue moving forward if that's all right from there. So the next one we are going to get to is this little guy right here, and it's going to be. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I can type over here. All right. So this one is Grandpa A 4611. These have been going pretty quickly. These backgrounds, these pink backgrounds, version, right? Spinner hat. This guy's got the. I mean, it doesn't get much better when this, like, it's almost naked with that life alert, right? It's almost naked. It's got the sleeping mask. This little guy right here will look amazing mutated, and the mutation's there for you. Not only that, it's a cream fur, which is not easy to find. Like, those cream furs are 6%. It's a bad boy. Like this one here is probably one of the better looking ones out there. They go so well with that pink background. And again, the M2 of that sleep mask, I don't know if you've seen it, but it looks like fingers that are pulling the eyes outside, like open, like Freddy Krueger style. It's badass, man.
With the spinner hat, yeah, that mutant would be good.
That's what I'm talking about right there, right? It's good stuff right there. I'm telling you. Shout out Shorky. I think I said hi. Hopefully I did. Fishing for Maddox. What's up, my friend? Cap Colt. What's up, Nick Fitz? Good to see you. Good to see everybody getting in here. Blessings. What's up, my man? Blessings has one of the baddest Macs out there for sure. All right. We got one more, and then we're going to keep it moving down. So, I mean, it's amazing to kind of see some of these GACs that are out there, buddy. I saw that one pop up today. That was complete chance that gold one popped up. You know that was a randomizer that popped that one up, right, dude?
Yeah, you just got to keep your eye out because that's what happens. I mean, the good ones pop up randomly.
You know what? You make a great point there, sir. They absolutely do. Okay. All right. All right. Moving to the last one of this entire section. And again, if you pick up any of these that we're talking about here, there's 500 GP on there, all of them. This one here, this is Grandpa Ape 4543. This is a flip brim. Looks like you don't know what's going on, but it's another version, right? This one also has multiple single digit traits. Orange background, wacky eyes, dumbfounded, gray fur, flip brim, diamond stud earring. Did you see that? This boy is
These eyes are some of my favorite when they mutate too. The mutants of these eyes make the tongues, right?
yes, correct.
Yes, so cool.
Yes.
That one was so good with that.
Yeah, this is a great looking grandpa right here. This is not only has the diamond stud earring, but it's also got the red dress shirt, which is a 2% trait. The wacky eyes is 3%. The flip brim, when you're dealing with that flip brim, I mean, just in every one of these projects that are out there, these membership clubs, the flip brim's a big deal. This one here is the floor on that. Then it goes to 0.35, then to 0.8, and then from there sky's the limit. Got to get a hold of one of those. Look at that. Man, Chris has got these trait floor things down. He's got it like saved, I think. I don't know. There's nobody else that does it quicker than that. He's quick. He's quick on the draw. Like Quick Draw McGraw. Isn't that, was it?
That gold background that Cooter posted, I mean, yeah, come on. Does it get any better than
No,
that?
that
Really?
one, the colors with the toga, I mean, just doesn't. This is a great looking. This dude crip walks and does yoga in a toga. Did you know that? Badass.
Yeah, he's the man.
Telling you. So badass. Anyway, going back to this one here. Flip brim, GAC, virgin, 0.19 for one of the baddest ones out there. 2%, 2%, 3%. This one doesn't even have a trait that's got double digits on it, bro. That's why it is a pick of the week. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I would be happy with any of them. They're all virgins. They're all ready to go. Yeah, clean.
Right? Ready to go. So any one of those, Dark, if you could please make sure you write that down for us, put it in the spaces recap. Any one of those that are purchased, open a ticket. We will get you 500 GP just for picking up one of those bad boys today. That right there has been our caddy corner of the week. Shout out Hoff, who's been out there doing his military stuff. He used to do those right there. Dude, how do we do on that one? Do we do okay?
I haven't heard from Huff in a while, man. I hope he's
He's
doing
been
well.
doing pretty good. I saw him the other day on the greens for a second. The problem is he's out there in the middle of nowhere playing Army Man. That's, they got them all GPSed up. That's the way it goes. All right, keeping it moving. Man, there it is. See, Chris is already fixing Dark. See, Darkin had no idea we could even do the trait. But if you guys didn't know that, you can pull up the trait floors inside the greens. So you can go in there and you can take a look and you can see what the unshaven cigar mouth trait floor is. It'll show you how many listings are left, what's the lure. Like right now, you got the unshaven cigar trait floor is 0.85. There's two listed at that, one at 0.99 and one. So you don't have to even go to a different site. You could do everything from the greens. It's pretty badass. Shout out Cartoon, who just got back from vacation. He's actually taking a second, get a little breather, which I don't blame him at all because we all know what vacation's like. And vacation is great, but it's good to be home. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah, you always need like a vacation from the vacation, or I always do, anyways.
Right? I'm saying. Telling you. All right. So moving on to Thursday. Because man, we still haven't talked about Thursday. So we do have the free roll for the Decentra Degens cash games are also going all week long, but they do host our free roll on Thursday. Well, the free roll this Thursday just got a little bit cooler. You guys ready? We're gonna ask the special prizes for this. We've been thinking outside the box on some prizes. So we're gonna start a 2-week entry tournament. So you have to be showing up to our Thursday poker free roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the two final tables from this week and the final table from next week, and then they'll play the next Wednesday after that for some prizes as a tournament continues forward in the GACC Tournament Poker Lounge. So if you want to be a part of this, it costs you nothing but the holdings you already have. You have to have a GAC to play. You just have to show up on Thursday, make it to the final table on Thursday. And then next week, if you didn't make it to the final table next week as well, right? And we will get, I understand might get 9 or 10 people or 12, whatever it is, I get it. And that's okay. And then we are going to play the Wednesday after that for some really cool prizes. That'll be a lot of fun. I mean, if you guys like to play some poker, I don't know where Kelly O is. She's not in here. I think she'd be getting excited about this. So, hey, Cap, you got to let her know if you see her out there. Make sure she knows we got us a poker tournament going on starting Thursday. If you want to get down, that's why if you look in the announcements up there, it's already or in the events, you already got that thing ready to go. So make sure that you're putting the reminder on that when you get there on Thursday. There is an hour that you have to buy in. So if you don't show up right at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, you can join up all the way up until 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. But please understand, the longer you wait, the higher the blinds are. So when you get in, there's already going to be betting happening. People are already going to have stacks, and you're going to have to deal with that. So get there on time and make sure that you're ready to rock because there's going to be some pretty cool little stuff that's going to be given away next. Well, it won't be next Thursday. It'll be the Wednesday after next Thursday. Ain't that right? I figured that out, right? That's right.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. Cooter Pie, mutate, do it. What are you waiting for, man?
What's he saying? He was going to mutate something?
Yeah, remember the good old days? Cooter Pie would be like, "I'm gonna mutate this," and then it would show up on the greens as a mutant. We'd be like, "Oh shit! Look at that mutant!"
Oh, yeah. I do remember that. Do I have a... Oh, I don't think I have a GACK. I'd love to see a mutant. It's Mutant Monday, man. Why wouldn't somebody mutate somebody? Oh, yeah, because I need an M2 to mutate this bad boy. I need an M2. How much are M2s right now? Do we know?
Not off the top of my head. No.
Should we... Let me see if we can... Let me see if we can do this here. Can we M2 mutate something right now? I'm wondering. Hmm. I don't know. So I see, look, Cooter's over there at the bar. He's getting excited. That's what happens when you go to the bar. You end up deciding you want to just mutate stuff. So, all right, keep it moving forward. All right, so GAC raffle is open right now. Wait, it should be open. Crapola. Did I turn it on? Did I turn it on? I did. Okay. Yes, sir. It's on. Okay. The raffle is on. We're flipping up the prizes this week a little bit. We had a lot of people getting in. And since we're getting GP Fridays, everybody is now able to get in. And so we hit a record last week. Look, I put mine in there. We hit 57, which is now our record. We need that 60. We want to hit 60 people in there. So make sure you are joining the GAC raffle. Get in there. Okay, this week, here's what we're doing. So we usually get to that 50 number, no problem. So we're going to give away 2 max for the first 2 spins. Then for the second 2 spins, we're going to give away 2 M2 max, right? There you go. Then we're going to give away a GAC NFT square to win some of those, cool prizes we talked about earlier, those NFTs, other things we're going to be adding. And then if we hit that 60 number, we are going to throw in an M1 serum, and that last roll will get 1,000 GP. But that's not all. Dude, what happened last Friday when we kicked this thing off?
Oh, when it landed on you and it went to the next guy?
What did that person get?
I believe they got, oh man, memory, 1,000 extra GP.
Man, 1,000 extra GP. So when Deef is on the board and I'm on the board, if I happen to land and it hits me, that means that's a bonus. That's an instant 1,000 GP to the next spin, and the next spin will get the original prize and the 1,000 GP. It worked out really well this last time because the very beginning spin ended up with a ton of GP. So we're trying to make sure you guys can have an opportunity to get this GP so you can do just like Longfellow did, and you can cash it in for all the things that you want and need, right? So shout out to you guys. We're going to be giving away, again, 2 max, 2 M2 max, a GAC NFT square, and if we hit that 60 number, an M1 serum and 1,000 GP, with always 1,000 GP bonus for me on the board, and always a 500 GP bonus for Deef on the board every single week. So make sure you get in on that because that's going to be badass and a lot of fun for everybody to get into. So that drawing's on Friday, and we're going to have some fun in there also on that. So who knows? We might even be able to let some people have extra, in there. We'll see what happens as we move forward in this deal this week because we got some Twitter contests coming up. All right. The last thing that we got going on, you guys already know what's out there, is that GAC Lotto drawing. So I haven't even started, but I saw that Blongfellow was not afraid to get in there. I saw that Mr. Lopez was not afraid to get in there. Koru, Chris Ahu wasn't afraid to get in there. And now Captain Colt is not afraid to get in there. All you got to do is go in there and put enter GACKPOT. It will take 150 from your balance, and then it will put that into the GACKPOT. And the wonderful thing about that is it will accumulate. Right now, we have 17,100 plus 7,200. So, sheesh, look at that. Let's call it 24,000 right off the bat. And people are going to have all week to put into this. But not only that, they are going to be able to win what was in last week's pot, which was a M1 serum. This week's pot, we have an M2 serum. So if you win this week, you get yourself if you're the only winner, you're going to get as many GACKPOT GP as there is in there, plus an M1 and an M2. If two people win, they'll split the GP and they'll both get an M1 and an M2. Check that out. And if we happen to have three winners, what happens then, dude?
I would say they all three get an M1 and an M2, and they split the grandpa
Bro,
points.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you what, it's like you've done this with me before, bro. It's just like you've done this with me before. I appreciate it.
man, could you imagine like being the only one getting all the grandpa points, getting the M1, getting the M2?
Bro, you at the end of this week, you could possibly look, I'm entering right now. You could very possibly have enough to get yourself a GAC, and then you would get the M1 and the M2. So you would literally have an instant full set. Instant. You see that? Instant, sir. That's how that
Or you can do like Blankfilla did and get two Yetis.
yes, you could get two Yetis. Right now we're up to 10,000. Let's call it 11,000. So right now this is going to be the biggest GACKPOT ever already because it's 17.1 plus 11. That's 28,000. So yeah, we're gonna definitely hit the 30,000, 40,000 number this week. This could very easily hit 50,000, which is all you need to get a Grandpa Ape. And how cool is that? Realizing that you're getting these GP from playing Grandpa Rumble, from checking your dailies. Don't forget about your daily. Go check it right now. Go get your daily. And for getting, all of these different games and things that we got going on, you could, like the NBA Squares games, like you could get so much GP. And then you could actually get a Grandpa Ape. If you had one, you could end up with two. If you have two, you could get three. If you got 10, you could have 11. Dude, do you see how this works? It's madness.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Bro, it's like cats and dogs living together. It's madness, bro.
Or
Or
magic.
magic. It could be magic too. Okay. All right. Anyway. All right. So get into the GAC Lotto. Get into the raffle. Check your dailies. Make sure you get the daily at the Grandpa Points, and get your daily in the Grandpa Rumble, and get your daily at the Meth too with the Bulls and Apes Project, because they are pushing that out there too. You might need that. I guess you could be able to. You're getting traits and things now. You can switch your meth for that kind of stuff. So go check that stuff out right now, because man, if you just have a grandpa, you can accumulate a lot of stuff around here. And again, shout out Jay Groove, who got in real life utility by buying a GAC with a GAC hat and getting a GAC hat for real with that purchase. So that's pretty badass. Hey, don't forget tonight, we did put out some bounties on some of these GACs that are out there, the picks of the week. If you happen to pick one of those up, just open a ticket and we'll get you guys going on that. Also, don't forget, they're the coolest things there's been in the merch stores out there right now. Those Mac kicks. They're a great price. They're cheaper than Stan Smith's. They're white and clean. These are the kind of, you can wear them all the time. They got the little Mac logo on the back. It's not super over the top. And there's some for the ladies too. So check that out as well. We are trying to keep things lively and out there, and just, different kind of styles. So dude, did you see those kicks?
Actually, I did. I think those are pretty cool.
I'm telling you, we gave some away last night at the Grandpa Rumble. Shout out in progress who got those, and he was pretty excited to get those. So that was pretty cool. See, Grandpa Rumble, you get points, you get kicks. Man, what don't we do, bro? What don't we do on the greens?
There's one final thing on Friday nights that we forgot to talk about. It's like the best of them all.
We DJ party, bro.
Let's
That's right.
go.
We DJ party. Not only do we do all this, but at the end of the week, we help you celebrate another week. You made it through this crazy world on this floaty rock in the middle of nowhere. So happy to have you guys. Everybody that showed up today. Look at Pride down there. It's good to see you, buddy. Did I miss anybody? Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think I caught everybody and shouted them all out. Dude, do you have any final thoughts before we get up out of here, my friend?
Man, again, just yeah, call your loved ones, tell them you love them, hug the loved ones that are near you. Have a great week, and we'll see you on Friday.
Absolutely. Once again, T's and P's out to everybody in Nashville and the drama that happened out there is just catastrophic. It's unfortunate. So just a bunch of love to all those people out there, and God bless everybody that was affected with that. Secondly, we do have all the events. Make sure you're checking all the events out inside the Grand Babe Country Club. Hey, check out some yoga tomorrow night. If the world's too much, yoga can help ground you. I promise you, it's worth it. It's so much fun. It's really good for you. Also, again, that poker tournament starts Thursday. We're gonna have some fun there. More to come on the Medium blog. Make sure you're following that. We got a lot going on here at the Grand Babe Country Club. We are absolutely grinning and bearing it through this market. We're going to continue to do so. So shout out all of you guys that hung out with us. You can be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be at the country club. We don't take that lightly, and we don't try to waste your time. We bring you quality, fun, and excitement every single week. So show up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We always got somebody hanging out to hang out with you. We'll see you guys Friday. And until then, you can catch me on the greens. Love you. Bye, Shorky. Be good. Hey, make sure we call Paco's House of Tacos. Let's get some tacos tomorrow.